One of my favorite business coaches, Dan Sullivan, shared a quote told by his sergeant when Dan was in the US Army fighting in Vietnam. The sergeant asked, "Soldiers, do you know what is fear and what is courage?" Fear is peeing your pants, and courage is doing what you are supposed to do with wet pants. Mr. Chair, my fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. What I took away from that and have always remembered is that courage is never comfortable. In the 1996 Olympic Games in the United States, US gymnastic Kerri Strug was on the team of the US women gymnastics. For decades, the event had been dominated by the Russians. After a closely fought contest, the US was leading going into the final event, the vault. For the first time, the US team stood a chance to win the Olympic gold medal. However, since Kerri's teammates fell both times on her landing, now all the pressure is on Kerri Strug. She took a deep breath and started running. And she jumped up, but Kerri opened up too early and landed awkwardly on her feet. She heard a snap. Oh no, Kerri torn 2 ligaments in her left ankle. The pain started rippling through her body. Kerri put on her brave face and walked off the mat, imagining the pain from the snapped ankle. In normal circumstances, that would mean the end of her Olympic Games. But the US needed one last solid vote to seal the nation's first ever gold medal in the team all around. Kerri asked her coach in pain, "Do we need this?" The coach told her they needed her to go one more time. Visibly in pain, this 18-year-old gymnastic walked towards her second and the last vault. Her run-up was determined. Her jump was close to perfection, and her landing was exceptional courage. She stuck the landing, and she raised her arms in triumph. She scored 9.712 and won team gold for the USA for the first time ever. Every time I look at Kerri's story, I'm always deeply amazed. Courage has its magic to bring out humans' deepest potential. I was validated as a courageous person at a very young age. How courageous? Well, I was so courageous that people consider the things I did as scary. Like climbing over a huge iron gate, jumping off the high stairs, walking on the edges of high places. A neighbor even praised me to my mom. "Your daughter is so tomboy. You would never need to worry about her being bullied at school or anywhere." Over the years, I tried to live up my courageous identity. I went to military university. I got on the world's longest zip line in Africa. I swam with sharks in Australia, and I did bungee jumping at Victoria Falls. And last year, due to travel restrictions, I joined Toastmasters. Some students told me that they would rather get a 0 than give a presentation in front of people. You wouldn't know that the fear of giving a public speech was so real until the day you need to do it. I wrote my script and I rewrote it for 5 times. I rehearsed my speech in front of a mirror at least 10 times until I lost my voice. But when the time came, it was still scarier than I expected. I had moments when my brain went completely blank. My voice shivered at the beginning, and my legs, no kidding, were trembling the entire time. Luckily, I didn't pee my pants. But I did what I was committed to do by delivering the best speech I could so that I can grow to be an excellent speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you probably thought about quitting Toastmasters at some point. At least I did. I know writing a script is time-consuming and delivering a speech is nerve-wracking. Often after I sign up for a speech, I ask myself, why am I doing this to myself? But every time I feel the fear and do it anyway. Because I don't do it to feel comfortable, but to gain skills, to achieve excellence. So don't shortchange yourself. Do what you are supposed to do and stay committed in Toastmasters to show up, get up, and speak up in courage.